Hi, my friends, and welcome to Midweek Wednesday Connect and Reset, where Maisie and I help you to be able to catch your breath, rewire the mind for hope, and be able to recharge your spirit and reclaim that inner peace. Today, I have brought the labyrinth for us to use. This Friday is the summer solstice, and at 61 Cambridge Street, United Church, we are doing a labyrinth walk, where I will pull out the canvas labyrinth and we'll be able to walk in community together. And to celebrate the longest day of the year, the most sunshine that can help us with our happiness and energy and be able to connect together. It begins at 6:30 at night on the Friday of the summer solstice, and we'll go till about 8 o'clock at night. The walk helps us to relax, to feel grounded. Perhaps you may have a question that you want to ask as you're walking to the center. There are no dead ends on the labyrinth. There's only one pathway into the center and one pathway back out again. As it begins, it ends. Where it begins, it ends, and where it ends, it begins. And so there are no dead ends or something to confuse you or to make you upset. Basically, as you go through the labyrinth, you're recatching your breath and that focus. And just going into the center, pausing to catch your breath, to find inner peace, to rewire for hope, to ask a question, to pray for others. Taking as much time as you need in the center of the labyrinth, and then coming back out again. On Friday night, I'm going to share a lot more information about the history of the labyrinth, where this labyrinth comes from, some tips on how to use it to be able to rewire the brain, to be able to rewire it so that you have an optimistic outlook, so that you feel and have a positive presence, so that your life, you may find greater happiness. And just by using it alone, you will increase the prefrontal cortex, which is strengthening the executive functioning, which is decision-making, problem-solving, emotional regulation, and that is the part of the brain that I actually took offline when I had my accident. And so by doing the labyrinth, I was able to bring the prefrontal cortex, the executive functioning, back online. And you don't have to have an accident to have stress and lack of focus and some foggy thinking. Just drama in our lives can cause that, and stress. And so today, we're going to take just a few minutes to go through the labyrinth, to catch our breath as we do each Wednesday at 12:10. And so let's begin. Put your feet flat on the floor. Put your hands in your lap. Sit upright, be comfortable, lean into your chair a little bit, but just be comfortable. And start by taking a breath in, and taking a breath that's a little bit longer than you usually would. And then exhaling slow. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in long, breathing out slow. Just allowing that breath to lengthen and with ease to release. Remember the pause, which is one of the most important pieces that we have, that in your maximum exhalation, you pause. It engages the vagus nerve that helps us to have the parasympathetic nervous system going and for you to relax mentally, physically, spiritually. And as you take that long breath in, as you release it, just allow your shoulders to drop, your jaw to loosen, your legs to relax. Let's move your toes around a little bit and your feet, and just now plant them to Mother Earth. And if there is any pain or anything that you're holding on to, let it go. Down through the body and into Mother Earth, where she can absorb that pain. knowing that it will dissipate and will not bother you further nor anyone else. The labyrinth actually is a way to connect the left and right side of the brain, to be able to, as you do it, have the right side and left side communicating together. As I said, as well with the prefrontal cortex being able to increase, which helps us with that decision making and problem solving. And so continue just taking long breaths and releasing them. And if you've closed your eyes, you can open it to watch me using the labyrinth, or you can just keep them closed. As I begin to follow this labyrinth with my fingers, and because I'm able to do this without looking, I'm able to do this for you. There's only one way into the center and one way back out again. So where it begins, my friends, it ends. And where it ends, it begins. And so just following this along, this is an 11-circuit labyrinth, like the Chartres Cathedral in France. It's indented so that my finger can go along and just trace the outline. As I'm coming into the center, I release. I let go of struggle, any challenges that I may be having. But as I let go of those challenges, I have a mantra that I say. And mine is, God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. Anytime the laundry comes up, maybe the times you have to pick up the kids, another project at work, just say to yourself, peace, peace, peace. Be still and know that I am God. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Just continue with your breath as you're doing this. Again, we're just releasing as we go to the center. As you're going in, you may also have a question upon your mind that you'd like to reflect upon. And if you do, just let that come into your mind as with your breath, knowing that this is a time for you to center, to focus, to capture your breath, to reclaim hope. Again, just use that mantra to be able to bring yourself back to focus and to center. And again, there's long paths that we will walk, and there are shorter ones that we walk. And as we're walking, of course, and we're only going in one way, you can tell that as people are walking it with you, that you'll meet them on the path. On Friday, when you come to walk for the solstice, all you'll do, you'll feel that energy, that intuition as to who will move and the other person stay on the path, and then you'll step back on again and follow on your path. Sometimes it's just necessary to make that pause Or you may pause to hug a friend. You may pause just to look deep within their eyes and to say, I see you. I see you. In the center of the labyrinth is a 6-petal rose. And on Friday, I'll share with you what each petal symbolizes. There's also some great history about it and some experiences that I have had and friends have had that I'd love to share with you on Friday. Just keep breathing, my friends. Be focused. Be here now. As we come into the center, you can stay there as long as you want. If it's only a moment just to catch your breath, that, my friends, is absolutely worth it. And now, as I trace the labyrinth back out, because where it begins, it ends, and where it ends, it begins. And so I am tracing this labyrinth back out again. And again, there are short turns and long turns. Kind of like life, isn't it? I may think that I'm going on this long journey, that, oh my goodness, I've found my place in life. This is it. It has to be it. And then all of a sudden, as we continue on the journey and we go on the path, we change. We switch directions. Now this is the 11th Circuit Chartres Labyrinth in the Chartres Cathedral in France. There are 4 quadrants within it. When you come Friday, I will have labyrinths that are 7 circuit and about 11 inches apart. Those labyrinths, you have to keep your eyes open as you're using them. And I like to say we live with our eyes open. So we can also do our meditation with our eyes open. This can be medication too, can't it? And using this is not a replacement for any medication or programs, but it certainly enhances them as you gain greater focus and find yourself upon the path. As I'm coming out, I'm pausing in my mind to think of what I'm thankful for. It doesn't have to be anything huge. What can be thankful is I'm right here with you at 12:10 on Wednesdays every week. I'm completely thankful for that. And I'm very thankful when you write me and tell me that you're enjoying this. And you can follow and subscribe. And as we go along, we continue to just, oh, look, guess what, friends? I went in the wrong direction. I'm back in the center again. Can I tell you that there's no right or wrong way to walk a labyrinth? If I have gone to the center again, there must be a reason. And so I will reflect upon that as I'm done this meditation to be able to think, why did I go back into the center of this labyrinth? Why was that the reason that I went back? What happens? For some, it's I only do things halfway, and I always just go back to the very center of it, to the heart of it, but I never seem to get it done. Or perhaps there's a reason in my prayer life that I needed to come back to this centerpiece. There is no right nor wrong way to walk the labyrinth. So I'm going to try it again, my friends. We're going to leave where it supposedly ended. I'm going to begin again and follow the path back out again. And so as I'm following this path, I give thanks. Thanks for all the small things in my life. Thanks for all the big things in my life. I give thanks that I'm here at Cambridge Street United Church with all of my members, with everyone here, that share stories, and we build this community of faith, but community of friendship and fellowship. Just continue to catch that breath, my friends. Now being thankful. Thankfulness also rewires the mind and the brain for greater hope, for happiness, helping us to focus, and so many other things. And so just focusing on your breath as I come back out again, going on the long path. Now, the first time that I did this labyrinth, I really was not wanting to do it initially, because I wondered, what is it doing? Again, there is science behind this. And when I was completely disabled, using this helped to rewire the mind. And you know how the amygdala is like a fire truck going fire, fire, fire within our bodies. It's inside of our brain, and it tells us to fight, flight, flee, or freeze. And so when that engages, we feel panic, we feel fear. It may just come insidiously, but with the amygdala, it becomes on fire. And while we're doing this, we're actually calming that. We're slowing things down. We're allowing thoughts to come and go. We're just breathing and being thankful for all the things within our lives, being able to just take a few minutes on our lunch hour to find the inner peace. With the one that you're not closing your eyes, and I believe that we live life wide open, with our eyes wide open. It is eye movement therapy, which helps with post-traumatic stress syndrome. This time, my friends, I was able to find the way back out again. My friends, the labyrinth is something that I've been using, I bet, 20 years. And I would really, really love if you would come on Friday, celebrate the summer solstice with us. We're going to open to the 4 directions, talking about the Celtic solstice and the other equinoxes and things that the Celts did to celebrate life. Life that they felt was grand and great, and that the struggles teach us and help us to continue in life and to learn. And I tell you, my friends, as long as you're here, you got more things to learn, more things to do, and more happiness and hope to find. And not only for you to find, but for you to share with others. My friends, again, could you please follow and like and share and subscribe? I hope that your week is a grand one. I pray that you come on Friday, 61 Cambridge Street, United Church at 6 p.m. We're going to go till about 6:30 p.m. and then we're going to go to about 8 o'clock. And we'll have snacks afterwards and have a chance to be able to share and build community. Until then, my friends, be sure to walk gently upon the earth, listen deeply, and share in as many ways to help others to find hope and love in their lives as well. Many blessings, my friend, and amen.